Hello, hello, good afternoon. One more minute to see if we're gonna have more classmates, okay? Okay, good afternoon, guys. Well, Alberto, I think that we're gonna be a few today because Luis Enrique told me he's not gonna be able to attend the class. And so we're gonna be waiting for Francisco and Imelda, right? Adrian, Gabriela told me that you're gonna be here just as a listener, right? But if you want to participate or something, feel free to do it.
Okay.
You're welcome to help us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. So let's start. I'm just gonna start like telling you some of the aspects of the new unit, because remember last week we finished the first unit. Well, we worked with 2 units, so then today we're gonna start with the second one. Remember, Alberto, I told you last week that this week we were gonna have the self-evaluation, but we're gonna have it till Thursday, so all of you are in here, okay? Well, we're gonna start today with the unit 2, and this is what we're gonna be working with. We have listening, grammar, and speaking, listening, grammar, and reading and speaking. This is how it is divided. So we are going to start with the listening, and then we're gonna go to grammar, and then to practice some speaking. As you can hear, the topic of the unit is sports. So we are going to be working with the topic of sports. Let's go to the first one. And it says in here, 6.1, favorite sports. This lesson is intended to be used as a preview of the grammar verb patterns number 1. Okay. So this is a warm-up. Discuss the following questions with a partner or group. What do you know about the sport of rugby, which is the one of the picture? Similar with, according to the picture, for me, rugby is similar to baseball, but I don't know that much of it. Do you know about the sport of rugby, guys?
No.
Not really. What about you, Alberto?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Adrian, do you know something about the rugby sport?
No, absolutely nothing.
Okay, so we're 4 then. Well, as we can see here, it is similar, but the difference is the bat and the ball. And I don't know the rules, maybe. I don't know how many players. Well, let's see if we can find it out. In which countries is it popular? Well, as we said, we don't really know about it. So maybe we can figure out later.
UK.
Okay. In the UK, you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure or you think so?
I think.
You
I think
think
in UK. Yeah.
Okay. And next question. Which sports are more fun to play than to watch on TV? So tell me, guys, for you, which sports do you think are more fun to play than to watch on TV?
For me, the more fun is the basketball and football play and football
Basketball.
soccer. Yeah.
Okay, okay, soccer and basketball. What about you, Alberto? Which sports are more?
I was talking.
Oh, sorry. Tell me. You were the one who said that?
Sorry?
You were the one who said basketball and soccer?
For me, it's the fun is a sport to watch and years ago, I used to play ball.
Okay. Volleyball? Or
Not
soccer?
really, but I have played volleyball.
Okay. And what about the opposite? Which sports are more fun to watch on TV than to play?
The opposite. I don't like watch the golf, maybe.
Golf? Okay. But it says in here that, well, according to the question, you're telling me that golf is more fun to watch it than to play it?
Okay, sorry. Oh, it's similar. It's for me. It's funnest play basketball or soccer than watch on TV.
Okay, it's better to watch them on TV?
No, it's
No, to play.
better. It's better. Play.
Play. Okay, and what
And
about
watch.
the opposite? What is better to watch it than to play it?
Maybe swimming.
Swimming? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. What about you, Francisco? Which sports are more fun to play? You already said basketball and soccer, or was it Alberto, or you said the same?
I think it's more fun to play golf and maybe basketball. They're even watching.
Okay. Basketball is better to watch it than to play it, or more fun?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. Next question says, do you enjoy sports you play with teams or sports you play by yourself? Okay, we have, what sports can we play individual? Like, we don't need teams. Could be tennis. Tennis is one of them. What other sport do you play by yourself?
Formula.
Okay. Racing, car racing?
Yeah.
What else?
The golf.
Which one?
Golf.
Golf, okay. You don't need a team, right? Very good. Okay, so tell me, guys, considering these sports, and probably you have more in mind, what sports do you enjoy to play more? The ones that are in teams or individual?
I think it's better when you're playing with other people.
Okay. And for you, Alberto?
For me, similar. I enjoy play with the team.
Playing with a team. Okay. Do you like fast-paced sports like hockey or soccer, or slower paced ones like baseball or golf? Hockey, fast-paced means that it doesn't last that much, and slower pace are the ones that could take hours playing the game. What do you prefer, guys? Slow or fast-paced?
I prefer slower
Slower?
than fast pace.
Okay. What about you, Francisco?
I think the fast pace, because the slow pace, I think I not consider a sport because nobody has moving or doing nothing.
Well, okay. Obviously that we all gonna think different, right? But I mean, it's just our opinion. We're discussing, everything's friendly. Okay, now it says part 2, listening. It says, open the exercise 1 to begin the activity. Follow the instructions in the document and then go to exercise 2. This recorded is from Elo. We're gonna listen, and then it says, listen to the following 6 people talk about what their favorite sports are. Answer the following questions. So we're gonna listen to it, and then we're gonna try to answer, okay? Let me share this with you so you can be able to open it whenever you want. Okay, done. It is already shared. Now let's go and listen.
I like rugby. I like watching rugby. There's a lot of actions. There are a lot of nice looking guys, nice movements. Also, the pace of the game goes fast. So a lot of scoring and yeah, I enjoy it.
Well, I was born and raised in England, so I enjoy English sports, cricket and soccer. I played rugby when I was young, but I also like things like snooker as well. If I'm going to play any sport at all, it's probably going to be something like snooker.
I love playing rugby. I can't do it very often, and usually when I do it, I end up hurt for a week, but it's a good kind of pain. And I like team games very much, so rugby is a good game to play for that.
I love to play tennis. I think it's a really fun sport, but I actually don't like to watch it. I think it's pretty boring to watch. And I love to watch basketball. I think it's so cool to watch the ball go back and forth. It's very fast paced. And I love watching the players dunk, but I hate to play basketball because I have really bad motor reflexes and I can't dunk.
I'm not a big sports fan. I have to say I don't really enjoy team sports or organized sports, but for myself, I enjoy swimming, especially in the ocean, and something I can do by myself like yoga.
What sports do I like to play? Well, in terms of exercising, I like to cycle. I'm not so keen on competitive sports anymore, though I used to play soccer, football quite a lot. In terms of watching sports, I really like watching football, soccer.
Okay, do you want to listen to it once more, or was it enough?
Yes, please.
One more, please.
Once more.
I like rugby. I like watching rugby. There's a lot of actions. There are a lot of nice looking guys, nice movements. Also, the pace of the game goes fast, so a lot of scoring and yeah, I enjoy it.
Well, I was born and raised in England, so I enjoy English sports, cricket and soccer. I played rugby when I was young, but I also like things like snooker as well. If I'm going to play any sport at all, it's probably going to be something like snooker.
I love playing rugby. I can't do it very often, and usually when I do it, I end up hurt for a week, but it's a good kind of pain. And I like team games very much, so rugby is a good game to play for that.
I love to play tennis. I think it's a really fun sport, but I actually don't like to watch it. I think it's pretty boring to watch. And I love to watch basketball. I think it's so cool to watch the ball go back and forth. It's very fast paced. And I love watching the players dunk, but I hate to play basketball because I have really bad motor reflexes and I can't dunk.
I'm not a big sports fan. I have to say I don't really enjoy team sports or organized sports, but for myself, I enjoy swimming, especially in the ocean, and something I can do by myself like yoga.
What sports do I like to play? Well, in terms of exercising, I like to cycle. I'm not so keen on competitive sports anymore, though I used to play soccer, football quite a lot. In terms of watching sports, I really like watching football, soccer.
Okay, better? Could you understand these conversations?
Yeah, but I don't recognize who is Aiki. or
Yeah,
Aiki.
me neither. Okay, I think it's the first one. Let's go just to hear the first part of it, okay?
I like rugby. I like watching rugby. There's a lot of actions. There are a lot of nice looking guys, nice movements. Also, the pace of the game goes fast, so a lot of scoring and yeah, I enjoy it.
Okay, so the first one is Eiki. Eiki, what is her favorite sport?
His favorite sport is rugby.
Rugby, okay, very good. Matthew, England, let's listen.
Well, I was born and raised in England, so I enjoy English sports, cricket and soccer. I played rugby when I was young, but I also like things like snooker as well. If I'm going to play any sport at all, it's probably going to be something like snooker.
Okay, he said 3. What was the first one? Which 3 sport does Matthew enjoy? The first one was?
Cricket.
Cricket. How do you spell that? C-R-I-K-E-T or C-K-E-T? Cricket, like this?
I don't know.
Me neither. I mean, I'm not I'm not good at sports and I'm not into sports that much. So let me just look it up. Cricket sport. Yeah, it's like this. Okay, cricket. What else?
Soccer.
Soccer and
Rugby.
rugby.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris from England, another person from England. Let's listen.
I love playing rugby. I can't do it very often, and usually when I do it, I end up hurt for a week. But it's a good kind of pain, and I like team games very much. So rugby is a good game to play for that.
So we have another fan of. It says in here, does Chris play rugby very often? Well, rugby was the sport he was mentioning, but the question is, does he play rugby very often?
Yes, he
Yes,
does.
he does.
Okay. Yes, he does. Very good. Okay, what is one reason he enjoys playing rugby? He mentioned like 2 or 3 reasons he likes
He like the sport teams.
team sports. Very good. He likes team sports. Very good. Lindsay from the United States. Okay, let's listen.
I love to play tennis. I think it's a really fun sport, but I actually don't like to watch it. I think it's pretty boring to watch. And I love to watch basketball. I think it's so cool to watch the ball go back and forth. It's very fast paced. And I love watching the players dunk, but I hate to play basketball because I have really bad motor reflexes and I can't dunk.
Okay, so it says the question. Does Lindsay enjoy playing or watching tennis on TV?
She enjoy play tennis.
She enjoys playing tennis. Very good. And what about basketball? Does she enjoy playing it or watching it?
She enjoys to watch it.
She enjoys watching basketball. Very good. Okay. Then we have Laurie from Canada. Let's listen.
I'm not a big sports fan. I have to say I don't really enjoy team sports or organized sports, but for myself, I enjoy swimming, especially in the ocean, and something I can do by myself like yoga.
Okay, so does Larry prefer team or individual sports?
She prefer individual sports.
Very good. She prefers individual sports. Good. Let's go and listen to the last person.
What sports do I like to play? Well, in terms of exercising, I like to cycle. I'm not so keen on competitive sports anymore, though I used to play soccer, football quite a lot. In terms of watching sports, I really like watching football, soccer.
Okay, it says, what sports does Ian enjoy doing for exercise? Could you understand?
I think he says the bicycle,
Cycling, and
soccer.
I'm not sure. I think, let me hear. It wasn't here, I guess.
Cool. I'm not so keen on competitive exercising. I like to cycle. I'm not so keen on competitive sports anymore, though I used to play soccer, football quite a lot. In terms of watching sports, I really like watching football.
It was cycling, right?
Soccer.
To cycle. And does he still, because he used to enjoy it. That's what he said. But does he still play competitive sports?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Very good. He used to, but not anymore, right? Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go to the second exercise. And it says in here, listen to the people again and fill in the missing information. So we're gonna listen and we're gonna follow the script, but at the time we're following, we're gonna try to get the missing words, okay? So I'm gonna pause it for you to tell me what is a missing word.
I like rugby. I like watching rugby. There's a lot of actions. There are a lot of nice looking guys, nice movements. Also, the pace of the game goes fast, so a lot of scoring, and yeah, I enjoy it.
So what is the
Well,
word? Could you hear it? Could you understand?
She said pace or pace.
Pace, Pace goes fast. So a lot of scoring, and yeah, I enjoy it. Okay, let's go with Matthew. Now let's listen, Matthew. I'll spread it.
I was born and raised in England, so I enjoy English sports, cricket and soccer. I played rugby when I was young, but I also like things like snooker as well. If I'm going to play any sport at all, it's probably going to be something like snooker.
Oh, we say soccer, and he didn't say soccer. He says snooker. What kind of a sport is it? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know? Let me look it up. A snooker. Snooker is, this. I didn't know it was called like that. Can you see? And I didn't know it was considered a sport, to be honest.
Snooker. Okay. Billar.
Okay, so that's a snooker. Well, can you remember what he said? Well, I was. So I enjoy English sports. I was what? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
You don't? Okay, let's go a little back.
English sports, cricket and soccer. I played rugby.
Enjoy it.
Okay.
Well, I was born and raised in England, so I enjoy English sports, cricket and soccer.
So I was what?
I was born.
Born and raised?
Born and raised. Born and raised where?
In England.
In England?
Very good. Now let's listen to Chris.
I played rugby when I was young. But I also like things like snooker as well. If I'm going to play any sport at all, it's probably going to be something like snooker.
I love playing rugby. I can't do it very often, and usually when I do it, I end up hurt for a week. But it's a good kind of pain, and I like team games very much. So rugby is a good game to play for that.
So what it is?
I love
Team games very much.
Could you understand it? I love playing rugby. I can do it very often, and usually when I do it, I end up how? Could you understand it? Let me play that part again.
Usually when I do it, I end up hurt for a week.
Hurt for a week. So
Hurt for a week.
hurt for a week. But it's a good kind of pain. Okay. Lindsay from the United States. Let's listen again what she said and try to fill in.
But it's a good kind of
Mhm.
pain, and I like team games very much. So rugby is a good game to play for that.
I love to play tennis. I think it's a really fun sport, but I actually don't like to watch it. I think it's pretty boring to watch. And I love to watch basketball. I think it's so cool to watch the ball go back and forth. It's very fast paced. I love watching the players dunk, but I hate to play basketball because I have really bad motor reflexes and I can't dunk.
Okay, so
I'm not a big sports
Oh,
fan.
I
I
didn't
have
pause
to
it,
say
sorry.
I don't really enjoy team sports.
okay, my bad. Now let's go to Lindsay again. I love to play tennis. I think it's a really fun sport, but you remember? No,
But I don't like watch.
I hate watching it.
Okay.
I hate watching it. I think it's pretty boring to watch, and I love to watch basketball. Okay, and I love watching the players dunk. Do you remember what you said in this part? Because I have really bad motor reflexes and I can dunk. Okay,
Yoga, but I don't.
that is for the
I don't
last one.
remember.
Let's listen to that part again.
And forth. It's very fast paced. I love watching the players dunk, but I hate to play basketball because I have really bad motor reflexes.
But I
and
hate.
I can't dunk.
Let's go to Lori.
I'm not a big sports fan. I have to say I don't really enjoy team sports or organized sports, but for myself, I enjoy
What did she say? I'm not a big sports fan, I have to say. What was the word she used? Do you remember, guys? I'm sorry, I'm doing this. It's because I can't remember what they say to repeat it.
Basketball because I have really bad motor reflexes and I can't dunk.
I'm not a big sports fan. I have to say I don't really enjoy team sports or organized sports, but for myself,
I don't really enjoy.
swim.
I don't really enjoy. What did she say? I'm not a big
I don't
sports.
really enjoy
I don't really enjoy what?
or sport teams.
But we're missing a word before that one. I don't really enjoy what? Have to say I don't really enjoy. Team or organized sports. But for myself, okay, now let's go and listen to the last one. to the last one, okay?
Swimming, especially in the ocean, and something I can do by myself like yoga.
What sports do I like to play? Well, in terms of exercising, I like to cycle. I'm not so keen on competitive sports anymore, though I used to play soccer, football quite a lot. In terms of watching sports, I really like watching football, soccer.
So in terms of exercising, what did he say?
I like to cycle.
I like to cycle. Very good. Okay, now it says find examples from the text that use the following verbs. Okay, these verbs that we have in here are called state verbs because they are not like of actions of doing the things, they are more of feelings, right? Like love, enjoy, and hate. Hate is not here, but hate is also part of it. So like, do you remember, because we heard the conversation many times, do you remember one of the expressions used with like? Do you?
I like tennis.
I like tennis. And with love, do you remember one at least?
Rugby.
I love to play soccer.
I love to play, okay. And I love rugby. And with enjoy, do you remember as a phrase used with enjoy?
Nope.
No? In the last one, it was a negative sentence. Here. With Lori?
Okay. Swimming.
Oh, I enjoy swimming. Very good. And I don't enjoy. She said I enjoy swimming. I don't really enjoy. I don't really enjoy what? I forgot. I don't really enjoy. Team sports or something like that. Yeah, team or organized sports. Okay, I want you to notice one thing. Organized sports. Okay, so if you see, well, when we use the present continuous, we use the subject plus the verb to be and the gerund, but the gerund is the ending of the ing ending. But the gerund is not only used in present continuous. The gerund can be used as nouns or as adjectives. It depends on how it is used in the context, well, depending on the context of the sentence, right? To know how it is used. That's what we're gonna be working with. For example, in swimming and watching sports, no, it was to cycle, practicing, exercising, though that is gerund. The ing ending is called gerund. Okay, now we are going to go to the next part to see that. So it says verb patterns number 1. Alberto, please read the sentence.
Watching hockey with my friends is my favorite thing to do.
Okay, watching hockey. What does it refer to? What does it refer watching hockey?
It's refer to I watch in this,
one
this
thing
moment.
Actually, that's what I wanted you to say. Not at this moment. Not necessarily at this moment. I know that when I use the ing ending with a verb, because watch is a verb, when I add the ing in the structure of the present continuous, means that probably I'm watching it at this moment or I'll watch it in the short-term future. but the gerunds, an ing ending can turn a verb into a noun. So this word in blue that I have in here is not used as a verb. It is used as a noun. What are gerunds? We're gonna discuss about it. Gerunds are verbs that end in ing and functions as a noun in a sentence. They are found in places where usually we use a noun. What does it mean? That the gerunds, the ing ending, can make my verb a noun. For example, soccer is an enjoyable activity. Watching soccer is an enjoyable activity. So in the first example I have in here, soccer is an enjoyable activity. I'm talking about the sport, right? About playing the sport. And in the second one, the one with the blue watching word, watching soccer, I'm not talking about playing the sport. I'm talking about watching the sport. And if I say watching soccer is an enjoyable activity, I'm not saying that I'm watching it at this moment. I'm just saying that the action of watching soccer is enjoyable. Yes? Let's see more examples. He is thinking about sports. He is thinking about playing sport. One, if you see here, let me highlight it. If you notice in here, I have the present continuous and I also have a gerund. Let me just highlight it different. If you see this, I have the present continuous here, subject he, verb to be is, and the gerund thinking. He is thinking. That is the present continuous. But on the other side, on the other half, I don't have the verb to be, neither the subject. This part is not a present continuous, it's just a gerund. So if I say he's thinking about playing sports, one thing is think about sports, pensar en deportes, think about sports. And another thing is thinking about playing sports. Yes? Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Let's see more examples. Okay. So I repeat, learn the difference. If a gerund is next to the verb to be and also to a subject, then it's present continuous. But if it is not, if it is just like, it maybe could be at the beginning of the sentence, or if it is before another noun, then probably it's describing that noun and it's not actually functioning as a verb. Watching soccer, playing sports, jugar, not estoy jugando. How can I say estoy jugando? I am playing. How can I say I'm thinking, estoy pensando en jugar algún deporte? I'm thinking about playing a sport. Next, my hobby is photography. Her hobby is taking photos. Her habit is annoying. Her biting her nails is annoying. So if I have a verb to be before the gerund, that is present continuous. But if I don't, it's just a gerund. Está funcionando como un sustantivo, no como un verbo. We can make negative gerunds by adding not plus a gerund. For example, she asked about not paying tax. Not sleeping every night is unhealthy. No dormir cada noche es no saludable. Ajá. So, es eso, tal cual. For example, if I translate this, estoy diciendo no dormir cada noche no es saludable. Entonces, si yo digo no dormir, no quiere decir que estoy diciendo estoy durmiendo. In Spanish, it's a little different, but it's the same rules, but I can show you the examples because they're different words. But in English, it's easier because here I have it at the beginning of the sentence. And to be a present continuous, I need the verb to be before it. In this level, we will focus on the three main ways to use nouns and gerunds: subjects, objects or prepositions, and objects of verbs. Gerunds o subjects. Entonces, ¿cómo puedo identificar un gerundio como sujeto? For example, skates are necessary in ice hockey. Wearing skates is necessary in ice hockey, so it's more accurate. It is giving you more emphasis on what you have to do. Cricket can take a long time. Playing cricket can take a long time. So I can use a gerund as a subject if I place it at the beginning of the sentence. Gerund as objects. Objects of preposition, usually the words after prepositions, are nouns. So gerunds are also possible. For example, the medal is for the race. The medal is for winning the race. This book is about retirement. This book is about retiring. Objects of verb. So here, if you're gonna use them as object of prepositions, they will go after a preposition. For example, for, about. Object of prepositions. Objects of verbs are usually nouns, and so gerunds are possible. I love this country. I love being in this country. They started the competition. They started competing. There are many verbs in English that cannot be followed by gerunds. In this level, we will focus on the following. So the list of the verbs I have in here, it says in here that that can be followed by gerunds. For example, admit, admitting, stand, standing, discuss, discussing, forget, forgetting, love, loving, loving as a subject, prefer, preferring, start, starting. Entonces, todo este tipo de verbos, all these verbs I have in here, los puedo convertir en sujetos simplemente agregándoles el ing ending, colocándolos ya sea al inicio de la oración or after the preposition or as the object, o como el que recibe la acción. I love being in this country. I love exercising. I hate doing homework. Doing homework is needed for my grade. Studying English is important. Do you see? I'm gonna use it in the three. I'm gonna give you an example with the three forms we saw it. First of all, as a subject at the beginning of the sentence. I hate running, for example. I hate running. I know, but that is not at the beginning of the sentence, sorry. I'm using it as an object. Lo estoy usando como acá en el último. I hate running. Lo estoy usando como un objeto. Está recibiendo la acción del verbo que es hate. I hate running. ¿Qué significa? Odio correr. I hate running. Vamos a verlo ahora como objects of preposition. The medal is for winning the race. For example, the book is about retiring. Another example could be, I will give you ticket for inviting me to the party. It's just an example. I'll give you the ticket for inviting me to the party. For inviting me. Now at the beginning of the sentence, starting English is important. I gave you this before, I know, but that is the first that came to my mind. Entonces, do you understand a little, or do you have a better idea on how to use gerunds as subjects, objects, or objects of prepositions? Si se fijan, los gerunds, que son los verbos que terminan en ing, no siempre van a ser verbos, también pueden ser utilizados como sujetos o como objetos en la oración. Para que sea el present continuous, que es donde podemos ver más comúnmente o identificar primero el gerundio, necesitamos que antes de este gerundio esté el verb to be y pues obviamente también un sujeto haciendo tal acción. No es lo mismo decir I am dancing hip hop. I'm dancing hip hop. What am I saying there? Tell me, guys, if I say I'm dancing hip hop, what am I saying? Are you with me? ¿Están aquí conmigo? If I say I am dancing hip hop, what am I saying?
You are making an action, dancing?
I'm dancing, right? I'm doing the action of dancing. I'm dancing hip hop. What happens if I say dancing hip hop is fun? Dancing hip hop is fun.
You converted in an object, dancing?
In a subject, Now I'm talking about the action of dancing, but I'm not saying that I'm doing it. I'm just talking about the action of dancing, yes? What happens if I say, he won a medal for dancing hip hop? What happens in the same context? He won a medal for dancing hip hop.
You're talking about winning?
I'm talking about that he got a medal for the action of dancing, right? But I'm not saying that he's doing it at the moment. What happens if I say, I love dancing hip hop?
You love the action?
I love the action of dancing it. Is it better? Is it more clear on how to use or change verbs as nouns? O sea, puedo convertir un verbo en sujeto volviéndolo gerundio. Okay? So it depends on how you're going to use it or the purpose of your sentence to understand how it is used. Si yo quiero decir que es una acción que está pasando ahorita, present continuous. I need the verb to be before the gerund. If I wanted to make it a subject, I'll place it at the beginning. If I want to make it an object, I'll place it after the verb. Yes? Action verbs.
Yeah.
So these are the list of the verbs I need or I can change into gerunds. For example, it's just one of this. Vamos a escoger uno de aquí. Imagine. Yo voy a escoger imagine y ustedes ahorita van a escoger otro, ¿ok? I'll choose imagine. I want to use imagine as an object, como un objeto. So then I'm gonna say, I love, mi verbo es love, entonces iría después del verbo. I love imagining. I love imagining magic, for example. So what am I saying there?
You love the action?
Yeah, I love the action of imagine. Very good. Now, Mendivil, I want you to give it a try. I'll give you a subject. I'll give you a verb and you will turn it into a subject, okay? Let's say the verb finish. Can you give me an example, Mendivil, using finish as a subject?
I enjoy finishing first.
Yeah, very good. I enjoy finishing first. Excellent. Francisco, I'll give you the verb because these are verbs. We need to modify them if we want to make them subjects, right? Let's say, enjoy. Remember, we can place it at the beginning, we can place it after a verb, we can place it after a preposition.
Enjoying sports are better with friends.
Very good. Excellent. Enjoying the sports is very with friends. Excellent. Muy bien. Okay, so is it clear?
Yeah.
It says here that for the verbs that have this mark, we have to go to the grammar 6.2. We're gonna go later on, okay? So let's continue with this and then we're gonna check what's happening, what's going on with these verbs. Okay, I'm gonna share with you this exercise and we're gonna try to do it all together to practice this topic, okay? So the verb patterns, number 1, I have compete, postpone, get, avoid, win, play, organize, stay, race, become, catch, and break. And the first one says, staying in shape is important to me. She's using the verb stay. Number 2, let's read the context. It says, autographs from famous athletes is my hobby. What do you think is the verb that I need to make into a subject? Autographs from famous athletes, sorry, is my hobby.
Catching.
Catch is more of this. Oh, this is catch. So I don't think so because it's talking about autograph, not balls. So
Getting.
very good. So getting autographs. Again, it's talking about the action of getting the autographs. It's not talking about that he is getting the autograph right now, right? Okay, letter B. A call in the summer is not very fun. The one that we catch. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Catch. Oh, I didn't catch it, by the way. So catch is this, right? But catch can also be used in the context when you get sick. So catching a cold in the summer is not very fun, and it is not. Okay, C, rugby is quite dangerous. So I already shared it with you. I'm not gonna go up, you're gonna tell me the verbs, okay? You can check them and then you can tell me. What is the verb that best fit this image and context?
Playing.
Playing, very good. Playing rugby is quite dangerous. Okay, letter D. The World Cup of soccer must take a long time.
Organizing.
Organizing could be organizing. E. The test until next week is not possible. Check your verbs.
I think the letter D is winning.
Winning. Okay. Yeah. And letter E? And letter E?
There's a word postpone. I don't know what it is.
Postpone is like?
Postponer?
Uh-huh.
I don't know how it is in
postponing.
ENT. Okay.
Okay, postponing the test until next week is not possible. Letter F. The silver medal is not as good as gold.
I think that it's winning.
Okay, entonces, what was that? Was it organizing then? Or what is the verb for this? Well, what is the word for this one? Let's write organizing, the one you had. Then we're gonna check if we're if we need to change it again. Okay, G, the champion is his goal. So we can't repeat the word, the same word. So
Becoming?
become the champion. Okay, becoming. H, the world record is impossible.
Breaking.
Breaking, very good. I, your ex-girlfriend is probably the best thing to do.
Avoiding.
Avoiding. Like this, avoiding, very good. J is very different from having fun.
Competing.
Competing, very good. K, a child is a lot of work.
Rising.
Raising, very good. Now it says, complete the sentences with the missing prepositions from below, as well as writing the verb in parentheses to its gerund form. So what do we need? We will need to place the preposition, and then we're gonna need to write the verb in parentheses in gerund, right? We need to make it a subject or an object. And it says in here, some sentences require two verbs. Let's see, what are those sentences? Okay, so we have to, at, without, for, of, like, in, as, to, about, between, and then. For example, the first one, instead of cycling to work today, I walked. Number two, she always thanks her job. And the verb is, well, the verb that I have to change is quit. So how would it be?
To quit.
She always thinks to quit. Remember, I have to change it into gerund. So I can say to quitting. So how would it be?
I think it's about quitting.
About quitting, very good. Okay. Helmet is your head. Is what?
For protecting.
For protecting, very good. Here I need two, right? Remember that it said that? So snowboarding is I'm sorry, I'm moving. Snowboarding is
It's like surfing.
It's like surfing, or
has skateboarding.
as skateboarding. Very good. Next, what is the difference and care of a child? I have two verbs, so I need two prepositions. So what is the difference?
To racing.
Let me see. Nope. Try again. I'm comparing between two things. So what is the difference?
As racing.
Try again.
Between racing.
Between.
Okay.
What is the difference between racing and taking care of a child? Here I don't need another one because the between word is comparing me both, right? and taking care of a child. Okay, G, supporting something is similar. Similar what? Supporting something is similar. Look at the words we have left. Similar what? We saw it last week when we were talking about the comparative. So supporting similar is similar. What word?
As
Another one that also helps me to compare one thing to the other.
Then,
Then, very good. Then liking. Supporting something is similar than liking something, but they're not the same. Very good. Age. Refusing is the same. So if it is the same,
to saying,
I don't think to.
as saying no.
Saying no, very good. Saying no, up there. Okay, I think in this situation, lying about what you did is better. Lying about what you did is better. Better what? What we're doing it here. Lying about what you did is better.
and I admit it,
What? Can you repeat it, please?
and I admit it.
At
I admit it.
admitting it. Okay.
Yeah.
Lying about what you did is better at admitting. I don't think so. I think it's another word. It's also comparing. Think about the answer. Let me
To-
open my the door, please. Give me a second. Come here.
It's better to admitting.
Yeah.
Because we have
Sorry, I'm back.
2 times 2.
Yeah.
You
That's
have it
true.
twice. But when we compare one thing to another, I mean, it doesn't say anything that we have to use it once, does it? Let me check. Complete the sentences with the missing preposition from below as well as writing. Okay, how many prepositions do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And how many answers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 13, and 14. No, we can repeat them. So I think, try again. When we compare one thing to the other, there is one word that helps me to do it. For example, then, So I'm saying lying about one thing is better than admitting it.
All right.
Okay. Next one. She's just not interested. What?
To learn in English.
Check again your options, please. She's just not interested.
In learning.
In learning. In learning English, very good. Okay, Bob left.
Without saying anything.
Very good. Without saying anything. He's really looking forward.
To completing.
Okay. To completing his studies, very good. M, the coach has been really successful. The coach has been really successful. Very successful. Well, we're gonna repeat one, but I need you to choose which is the best preposition for this one. The coach has been really successful.
Forgetting.
What do you think?
Forgetting.
Forgetting the most, forgetting the most out of his players, which means like the best, right? Okay, very good. I know it's kind of difficult or probably kind of confusing, but it's part of practicing. And especially talking about prepositions. Prepositions can be a little confusing. So it's just part, as I said, it's part of reviewing and practice and practice and practice. That's why prepositions will be in every single level. I mean, if you are in the higher levels, you're gonna also work with prepositions. If you are in the basic levels, you're gonna work with prepositions because prepositions are always there. So it's just a part of working with them, but I've got to say that you did really good. So with the thing of changing the gerunds, turning verbs into subjects or objects, you did great. So don't worry if you got confused probably once or twice, it's all good. Okay, next it says, read the quotations. Then report what was said using the verbs in parentheses and gerunds as subjects of the verbs. Use the past tense. So we're gonna chat, we have to change the verbs into past, right? You should go home. So this is practicing for these type of things. And it says, report what was said using the verbs. The police advised going home. So we're gonna use advised and we're gonna change the verb here. The verb in the first sentence, vamos a cambiar el verb that is here. We're gonna change it into a gerund, and the verb that we have in here, we're gonna change it into past. Let's do this together. So the sentence says, you may not eat food on the bus. You may not eat food on the bus. So the bus driver, it has to be in past, but here is negative. Entonces, how do I say aloud in negative? In past. Allowed with ed sería el past tense de allow, pero tiene que ser en negativa. So, how do I say a sentence in negative in past tense? Are you with me? ¿Sí me entienden? No? Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
I was in mute. The bus driver is now allowed
Didn't
eating
allow.
food on the bus.
Very good. Didn't allow or did not allow.
Ah, okay.
Did not allow.
Yeah.
I have to change it into past. Lo tengo que usar en pasado porque estoy reportando. El report speech significa que estoy diciendo lo que alguien más dijo. Entonces, acá voy a tomar el verbo o lo voy a tomar como sujeto. Entonces, se va a convertir en el sujeto de mi oración. Bueno, en el objeto más bien, ¿no? Porque va a ir después del verbo y el verbo en este caso es el que tengo en paréntesis. Entonces sería, the bus driver didn't allow. ¿Qué no te permitió? Eating on the bus. Or eating food. Pues eating, well, basically if I say eating is food, right? But well, here it says food. Eating on the bus. ¿Sí? Francisco?
Yeah.
Okay. Next sentence says, I will prefer not to spend any money. So the verb that I have to change into past, it says want to avoid. So my friend what? Remember that first I need to change into the past, the verb that I have in parentheses. So my friend what?
It's a negative?
No, it is not negative. Porque avoid es evitar, entonces te da un contexto negativo sin tener que hacer la oración negativa. So, my friend. To avoid es infinitive. Entonces, ese no lo voy a cambiar. El que tengo que cambiar es el primer verbo. So,
My friend
my
want to avoid.
wanted. Remember, change it into past. Recuerden pasarlo al pasado. Wanted to avoid. ¿Qué quería evitar? Wanted to avoid
Spending money.
spending money. Very good. My friend wanted to avoid spending money. Very good. Aquí sí es negative. Tengo not mind. Okay, it's okay with me if we go to an Italian restaurant. Joanne
Doesn't mind.
past,
Didn't mind
didn't mind. Didn't mind what?
going
Going where?
to an Italian restaurant.
Very good. To an Italian restaurant. Good. The next one is deny. So how do I change deny into past tense? The criminal,
What mean deny?
like not saying the true, I mean say the opposite of the true, or say that you didn't do it, or like that. For example, no way, I didn't do anything wrong. Deny is that you say, no, it's not true, I didn't do it, in this case.
Okay.
So the criminal, what is, how do I change deny into past tense?
Did denied it?
No, el pasado, just the past tense of deny. I'm not gonna use a negative. Vamos a aplicar la regla de la Y. Entonces sería D-A-N, cambio la Y por I latina y agrego ED. Okay, so the criminal denied. ¿Qué negó? The criminal denied.
Do anything wrong?
Doing anything wrong. Very good. Ahí van, ahí van. Siento yo que es más que nada que dudan de ustedes mismos, más que saber que están mal, porque luego me la dicen bien, entonces como que no se animan, pero come on. Okay, so here it says, really, with Matt? So the woman, what did the woman do? In parentheses, I have not remember, which means that it is negative. So the woman,
Didn't remember?
didn't remember. You got it. Very good. What didn't the woman remember?
They have met?
Huh? They've met. Very good. Oh, but wait. Remember, we have to use the gerund. So the woman didn't remember what?
Meeting.
Meeting who? Podemos decir meeting him or meeting her or alguien no lo conocía, right?
Yeah.
Didn't remember meeting him. Okay. F. The verb is suggest. I've got to change it into the past. So, Jack what?
Jack suggested
Suggested. What did he suggest?
going to the park.
Going to the park. Very good. You got it. Going to the park. Next, the verb is admit. The student
Admitted
admitted. Very good. What did he admit?
Didn't do
Not
the
doing.
homework.
Remember, for negative, I'm gonna add not before the gerund. Cuando es negativo un gerundio, voy a agregar el not antes del gerundio, no voy a agregar el did. Admit it.
Okay.
Not doing.
Not doing the homework last night.
Ajá, the homework. Podemos decir the homework or his homework or her homework, pero no sabemos if it is a girl, if it is a boy, so the homework is good. Okay, next verb is reread. So, Steven. Steven what?
Steven. What mean regret?
Regret is like, I want to do it. And then I regret, oh my God, why did I do it?
Arrepentirse?
Yes. I didn't want to say it in Spanish, but well, yes.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Steven regretted.
regretted, okay. What?
To not going?
No, listen to the sentence. I really wish I hadn't gone to bed so late. So he went bed late. So what did he regret? Steve regretted?
Had been going to.
No, I just have to take the verb and turn it into a gerund. So Steven regretted the gerund. Solo necesito el verbo que aparezca en la oración, solo el verbo, no el tense, solo el verbo. Y ese verbo lo voy a convertir en gerundio. So,
Going.
going. Going where? Or going, yeah, going where?
To bed?
Going to bed late. Now, the verb is postponed. So the couple, let's read the sentence. We have decided to change our plans. We are now going on our honeymoon a couple months after our wedding. So the couple what? What did the couple do?
The couple postponed.
Postpone it.
Postponing.
Read the full sentence and tell me, what did they postpone?
Going.
Going.
Postponing going.
Going where? Going on.
Oh.
Over.
On the honeymoon?
There. Or going on their honeymoon. Cuando reportamos algo, que es el report speech, también tenemos que cambiar los pronombres, right? Porque si alguien dice yo voy, pues ya no voy a decir yo, voy a decir he o voy a decir she, depending on who's talking about. Okay, next, the player, and then I have in parentheses, recommend. How do I have to change it into past? The player.
Player recommended.
Recommended. What did the player recommend?
Not playing?
Not playing. Very good. Ya lo están entendiendo. Muy bien. Not playing.
Basketball?
On the basketball court.
Yeah.
Basketball court es la cancha. When it's wet.
When it's wet.
Last one. The verb is enjoy. And it says, I had a really good time at the party on Friday. So what did the friend do? My friend
Enjoyed.
enjoyed. Very good. My friend enjoyed. Identify the verb. in the-
Having.
Having, very good. Enjoyed having what?
A good time.
A good time. Very good. At the party on Friday. So how do you feel now? Till this point, do you feel better?
Terrible.
Really? Don't
No,
tell
no,
me.
no, no, no. I'm
Oh,
joking.
okay, I was like,
I'm
okay,
kidding.
never mind. Start over. I'm gonna erase all the answers and we're gonna start from the beginning. Just kidding. Okay. By the way, Mendivil, I remember that you said that you had like an event or something like that with the motorcycles in Santana. Was it last weekend?
The next weekend.
Oh, next weekend. Oh, it's
Yeah.
because I saw some bikers. I wasn't there, but I saw some pictures with bikers and I thought it was the event, but it is not yet. Okay, interesting. Next it says, never mind, no, that was just like a pause. Okay, a parenthesis. Now it says, rewrite the sentences, use a verb from below with the gerund. So we're gonna choose one, we're gonna use one of these verbs plus a gerund. So it says delay, keep, quit, begin, try, recommend, discuss, mind, miss, can't stand, imagine, and prefer. Then we have the questions and we're gonna answer them. For example, could you open the door? How can I change it into a question? Or with the in a different way? Would you mind opening the door? Do you mind opening the door? So it's taking one from here and using another verb, the verb that you want. Well, it's not the verb that you want, never mind. Using the verb from the sentence and choosing one of the ones from here and rewrite the sentence with different words, right? Okay, so it says in here, I wish I could eat my mother's food. So instead of wish, I could use, what could be a synonym of wish?
Prefer.
Prefer, very good. So I prefer. So the verb, what is the verb in the sentence?
Eat.
Eat. So how would it be then?
I prefer eating.
I prefer eating my mother's food. Very good. Next, I like to play soccer more than watching it on TV. What verb could be a synonym of like? I think we can repeat them. Use a verb. Yeah, we can. I mean, you can repeat the verbs if you want, okay?
I recommend. I recommend
what?
Playing soccer.
Playing soccer. But recommend is the same as like. Think about it.
Okay.
We can repeat the verb. So what could be a good verb? Replace the verb like.
Like.
I prefer.
I prefer. Prefer is the same as like. I know that I used it before, but it's okay. I mean, it's the same. Wish is prefer. Like is prefer. So I prefer. What do I prefer?
Playing soccer.
Playing soccer more
than watching
it on TV. Very good. Next, I just smoked my last cigarette. What could be a good verb to replace smoke? Do I have one? Yes, I do. So, well, not necessarily smoke, but the context. I just smoked my last cigarette. I have to use one of the verbs from the list and also use smoke. So how could it be?
What is delay? What is the meaning?
Delay?
Delayed. Yeah.
It's when you are, for example, you're gonna fly and the flight is delayed. It means that it's not on time. If you're
Okay.
delayed, it means that you're not on time.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. So, what do you think could be?
I quit.
Quit could be quit. I quit what?
I quit smoking.
I quit smoking my last cigarette. Very good. Next one. I think you should order the chicken. It's really good. So suggesting someone something could be replaced with
I recommend it.
I recommend. What do I recommend?
Ordering
Ordering, very good. The chicken,
the chicken.
very good. Next, E, waiting in line at the bank is my least favorite thing to do. So,
Me too.
waiting in line at the bank, at the line back.
Can stand.
I can stand. Okay, very good. Excellent. I can stand waiting in line at the bank. I'm using the same gerund, but in a different way. Waiting in line at the bank. Very good. Next, F. I would like to talk about using gerunds today. How can I change this in a different way?
Discuss.
Discuss could be. I discuss what?
Talking about using.
Yeah, very good. Talking about using gerunds. Next, she isn't going to stop working until she has a baby. So, she keeps, okay. Sorry. She keeps what? What is the main verb or how could you change it?
Working.
Working,
Until she has a baby.
Very good. Next, drink warm milk if you are having problems if you're having problems sleeping. So,
recommend or
I recommend what?
drinking. I recommend drinking warm milk if you are having problems.
Very good. I'm just gonna write that part because we don't have time, okay? I waited until today to tell you the bad news. So,
I try.
I tried. What do I try?
Waiting.
I try waiting.
Until today to tell you the bad news.
I try waiting until today to tell you the bad news. I'm not gonna write it, okay? We're just gonna read it. Jay, have you ever considered that it would be like to have $1 million? So this is a question. How could I change that? Have you ever considered what it would be like to have $1 million?
Have you ever imagined?
Imagined, Okay, imagine what? Have you ever imagined? Imagined?
What it will be?
No, you just have to take the verb and turn it into a gerund. Have you ever imagined? Imagine what?
Considering?
Ah,
No, you replace
the verb is have.
the verb, so have you ever imagined? Imagine what?
Having
Having
$1 million.
$1 million. Have you ever imagined having $1 million? Very good. Okay, I moved into Jeff's apartment last month. Now we're roommates. So
I begin.
I began. I began what?
To moving.
So I began moving. I began moving. Begin is here. Let me check. I began moving into Jeff's apartment last month. I don't think so. What about decide? I decided moving into Jeff's apartment last month. No?
We don't have decide.
Yeah, I know, but decided it's better.
Okay.
Okay, it's because it's late and I have some things to do. I'm sorry. It's
No.
03 already. But
Don't
the thing
worry.
is, what I wanted you to have clear is the topic. Is it clear now, or at least better than it was at the beginning?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So next class, we're going to continue with the same topic. We'll still have more exercises, but we're going to stop for today. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to see you on Thursday. Welcome, Adrian. See you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, very illustrative and I really enjoyed this class, so I will be joining on the next class.
Excellent. Enjoying the class is important.
Yes, of course.
Bye.
Bye.